As I said, 4 years ago, this journey started in Saudi Arabia with Anthony Joshua when he rematched Andy Ruiz here in Riyadh. And the development in this city, the development in the country, not just as a destination for world-class sport, has been incredible. And this man to my right has been around a long time. He's seen it, he's done it all. I think when you talk about his demeanour this week, just another fight for him. He's done this many, many times all around the world. And just to close with the main event, the star of the show, AJ, ready to fight on Saturday night. Not too many words, but I know you're looking to do a demolition job on this man come the weekend.
Yeah, 100%. Thanks to everyone for turning up today. Much appreciated. Yeah, I'm looking to do a good job. What more can I say? I will do a good job.
The analysis of you comes with a territory. Every line that comes out your mouth, someone said he looks tense, and I've never actually seen you more relaxed.
I'm here to fight. I'm not here to party and get caught up in the glitz and glam. I want to fight. I want to perform well. Put that pressure on myself. Of course I'm tense because I want to perform. I want to win. I got that urge to win, and I want to hurt my opponent as well.
Everybody talking about the bigger fights. I know the focus is Saturday, but so refreshing to have a man talking
pure focus on Saturday
and making sure you're focused. He's making sure you're dialed in for Saturday night.
Yeah, pure focus on Saturday. That's where my heart, my soul, every cell in my body is fully focused towards Otto Wallin and doing what I know I can do.
Yes, of course I'm nervous. It's a big fight, big opportunity, but I'm ready for it. I worked very hard to be here, and now it's just time to enjoy the moment, win the fight, and move on. But, you know, people are talking about upsets, but I'm going to win the fight, and you shouldn't call it an upset. It's not really an upset. It's just natural. This is my time, so I'm ready for it. I'm really happy to be here.
There's been a lot of talk from yourself about the mental side of things. Do you feel like you have the mental edge heading into Saturday?
I don't know. I'm just trying to be myself. People say I talk a lot now, but I mean, I get questions, I just answer them with what I feel, right? And that's just, I'm not trying to make anything up, it's just the truth. So if people like it, fine. If they don't, then that's okay too.
You actually said that if you were Anthony Joshua, you wouldn't have taken this fight. You wouldn't have chosen to fight Otto Wallin. Why is that? Why are you such a problem?
Because I have a lot of secrets. I can't tell them right now.
Can you at least give us a hint? Anything, Otto? Give me something.
No, but okay. If you really want to know, you know, I'm a tricky southpaw. I'm a good fighter. It's kind of a short notice to this fight, and also he's got a new trainer. So I think that's you know, that can be tricky.
There's a little bit of history there. There's some amateur fights that you've had. There's plenty of rounds sparring as well. And you said that he's a different guy to what you remember. How has Anthony Joshua changed from the man that you used to know?
Well, I only know him outside of the ring, really. I mean, inside the ring too, but not in a fight like this. And my sense now is, I mean, he used to be an happy guy, but I don't know. From what I see, he seems very stiff and tense. But I don't know, maybe he's fed up with all this stuff.
I watched an interview the other day with Anthony where he said that there will be blood and bruises on Saturday night. Are you ready for that?
Yeah, look at the Fury fight. You see a lot of blood and a lot of bruises.
Let's get one question from the man with his hand up and the microphone.
Oh, we've got a mic now.
Go on, give us your question.
I was asking to AJ, obviously with all the heavyweights here, talks about Wilder, interactions with Miller, you say that you're focused, but is it hard to stay focused, or do you find it easy with how long you've been in the game for?
Well, for me personally, it's not hard to stay focused at all. I'm fully locked in. I made a commitment in my life to stay locked in, and my main focus is on Otto Wallin now, and I'm going to perform, I'm going to do my job. I can definitely window shop. I know where I'm going in my life, but I've also got to stay. This is the checkpoint, and if I don't get past this, there is no future. So I'm fully locked into Otto Wallin and doing the job.
Let's bring in Joseph Parker here. A very, very important fight for you in your career. You've talked about how this is the biggest fight of your career. You are now just hours away from taking on one of the biggest punchers in the history of the sport. How are you feeling?
Firstly, it's great to be back in Saudi Arabia. Thank you to His Excellency for the opportunity to fight on this card and this event. Thank you to the people of Saudi Arabia for being so welcoming to our team. Spencer Brown and Gypsy King, Andy Lee, George Lockhart, and David Higgins. Thanks for all the hard work, Team Parker. I'm here and I'm ready. I've had a great camp. We're going into this fight, good game plan, great strategy, and listen, respect to Wilder, but I'm here to do a job and I'm here to win. That's it.
Well, listen, Joe, you're not going to get away with that. In your corner, you've got Andy Lee. You know, you've been going to Tyson Fury for advice as well. I've seen Tyson do a couple of interviews talking about it. What sort of benefit have you got from this camp where Deontay Wilder's looking in the opposite corner and he is seeing the same camp that actually inflicted his only defeats?
Like I said, we have a great camp and the people involved, but when I go out there, I'm gonna put on a great display.
All right, well, let's bring in Deontay Wilder here. Deontay, really a monumental moment in your career so far. It's your Saudi Arabia debut. I know you've been looking forward to this one. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it's been an amazing time just being here. This is my second time here, and just the love and the support that I've been getting from all the people here, it's just been amazing. And just to be a part of this card it's with so many great fighters. This is a one-of-a-kind card, and with so many great fighters on one card, heavyweights. And this is what we like to see. Everyone loves to see heavyweights, and they love to see knockouts. And they got the right man on the card for this job. I'm definitely coming to do what I do best. You know, it's something that's God-given. It's something that I don't have to pressure myself do or others apply pressure on to me. It's something that comes naturally, and I'm coming to do it again this time around as well. So, like Shelly told you, like I always say, don't blink, baby. Bam, good night.
Deontay, with this fight, it's a fight that was talked about a few years ago when he had the WBO title. Of course, you had the WBC title. I've seen you talk about it, and I've seen you actually say that you think Joseph Parker ran from you, and you're going to take it out on him for running from you. Tell us a little bit more about that. You really think he didn't want to fight you once upon a time?
Yeah, I truly believe he ran from me. You know, I've heard that he said that he's confident that he's gonna knock me out, but I kind of hard to believe, because how can you have confidence in yourself as a challenger and you didn't have confidence in yourself as a champion? It's kind of backwards to me. But whatever flows his boat. We'll see what happens on Saturday night. I can't wait to look. I'm looking forward to sharing the ring with him, and may the best man win.
Joseph, have you been running from Deontay Wilder?
I don't run from anyone, Dev. As you can see, I fight the best in the world every time.
Well, this is the thing about you, Joseph. I was actually going to raise this. You are the guy that seems to say yes to everyone. I mean, no one really was queuing up to fight Joe Joyce. Do you still consider this guy to be the hardest test of your entire career, and do you feel you can knock him out on Saturday?
Of course. This is a tough test, but I know I can knock him out 100%.
And Tyson Fury has said, all you got to do is keep out of the way of the right hand. Is that it? Is that the plan?
Correct. That's what I'm going to do.
Deontay, there's more to Deontay Wilder than just a right hand, right?
What's that?
There is more to Deontay Wilder than just a right hand, though, right?
We're going to find out Saturday night, you know. I'm good that he's getting advice. I hope he take it all in, because when he wake up, he's going to be like, damn, they lied to me.
Good one.
Joseph, I want to read you a quote which I've seen from Deontay Wilder, something he said which I thought, okay, he's gone in a little bit here. He said, I want to knock him out of the ring. I've never knocked a man out of the ring. I want to knock him out of the ring, and I don't want nobody to hold him up when he falls. I want him to fall straight on the floor and on the ground with his arm folded out, looking up into the sky. These are words that have left the mouth of Deontay Wilder. Now, hearing that sounds like quite a brutal warning. What goes through your mind when you hear that?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Deontay, anything to say to that? I mean, these words did leave your mouth. It sounds like you're coming here with bad intentions.
Well, you know, I come to do what I do best, you know. That's a sight to get the fans what they want to see, you know. At the end of the day, no one wants to see a 12-round fight. It's a whole bunch of heavyweights up here, and we're the hard hitters. And at the end of the day, people have things to do. And they want to come and see a fight, and after that, they want to go party. So when you're watching me, like I said, don't blink. I'm going to give you what you want to see. And nowadays, my name is called Dr. Sleep. And I definitely got the NyQuil in the right hand, so I hope you bring a pillow and a blanket. It get a little chilly at night.
Thank you, Deontay. Just, Joseph, do you intend on bringing a pillow? Are you taking his advice?
Working on these raps now, boy.
Yeah, don't ask me silly questions. That's a stupid question. On to the next one.
There will be no pillow on Saturday. Look, Deontay, I just want to come back to you. Obviously, you've got this fight, but we can't ignore all the rumours that are out there in the marketplace. You talk about how, obviously, you always focus on your next fight, but you do like to window shop. Now, when you look through this window over here, I can see Anthony Joshua over here. What do you see when you look through this window?
Honestly, I see a man that's been focusing focus on what the task that lies at hand. That same as but I'm not in his head, so I can't speak for himself. A lot of people have asked me about his mannerism, the way he's been, his demeanor about himself, the way he's been reacting to the media. The questions that when it comes about me, I can't speak for him. We're on the outside looking in, and we'll see. He has a big task to complete, as well as I have one as well. So when it's all over with, we can talk about it. But at this moment in time, it's getting close to the fight, and I think we're both focused on the same task, and that's the win. I'll leave it as that.
Well, Lyndon, look, I've been following your story for a long time, from the kid that was sat on the curb, pulled and picked up by Pat Barrett, dragged into the gym, convinced to go and change your life. Well, look around. You have changed your life. How does it feel to be right here on the grandest stage of them all?
It's good, man. I'm taking it all in, and I kind of have changed my life a little bit with boxing and how far I've took it. Nobody probably would have thought I would take it this far if you asked them 10 years ago. But here I am.
It's a huge task. Some people call him the #1 light heavyweight in the world. Are you ready for this task?
Yeah, I won't be here, obviously.
What is it that you can do to upset Dimitri Bivol on Saturday night?
We'll see you on Saturday.
Very short, very concise answers, Lyndon Arthur. Do you feel like the best is still yet to come from you, Lyndon?
Yeah, I believe so. I don't believe nobody's seen the best of me yet, but I feel like if a fight's going to do it, this one will be the one.
Okay, all right, we look forward to that. Let's bring in the WBA light heavyweight champion, Mr. Dimitri Bivol. Dimitri, I saw you out for Fury versus Ngannou. Another round of applause, why not? I saw you out for Fury versus Ngannou in October. You look like you love Riyadh, and now you get the chance to fight here. How does that feel?
Hello everyone. First of all, I want to say thank you, Saudi, for making this huge event, to invite me to be part of this event. Thank you to my team, to my promoters, Eddie Hearn, Rybinski, Andrei, World of Boxing, and thank you everyone who support me. What about Saudi? Of course, I like to be here because I know Saudi makes great events, and on the Tyson against Ngannou, I was excited to see how they make this show, how huge is it, and of course I wanted to be one day part of similar huge event, and I'm here now, and Saudi making a very good job for all of boxing society, I think. Because fans want to see great fights, and they will see a couple of great fights at one day.
And why is Lyndon Arthur the right fight for you right now? Why is this the right one?
Usually my life schedule until the fight. I'm living until the December 24th. Many people ask me about what about undisputed fight. Of course, I'm talking about it, but I'm really focused on Lyndon Arthur. I'm treating to him seriously because he's my opponent. He wanna beat me, but I have to beat him. And he has good jab. He's a fighter. He had a couple of fights this year, and he's a good opponent today for me.
Dimitri, you're still unbeaten, obviously, so many world title defences, but we haven't seen a knockout for a little while now. Do you think we can get a knockout on Saturday night?
Everything is possible, but you know me, I'm not usually focused on knockout because it distract me from my plan. Of course, if I see the moment, I will use this moment. But I'm not the fighter who think about only one punch. I like to enjoy the process. I like to following my tactics, and I'm enjoying it, to be honest, in the ring.
All right, thank you very much. We're looking forward to this on Saturday night. The WBA and the IBO Light Heavyweight Championships on the line. Dimitri Bivol and Lyndon Arthur. Now, the next fight that we're going to come to is a fight that has got a lot of people talking. These guys could not be more opposite in character, Daniel Dubois and Jarrell Miller, but they are united in one common goal on Saturday, and that's to knock each other out. Cannot wait for this fight. It is brought to you in association with Salita Promotions and Miller Time Promotions. And Frank, I'm gonna bring you in here. Daniel Dubois, just 18, 19 years old when he first joined the Queensbury stable. You've been there every step of the way. Feels like a big one on Saturday night.
It certainly is. He's in a tough fight, there's no doubt about that. And he's just coming off a very tough fight against Usyk. We all have our views on how the outcome of that. I felt that was a legitimate blow, but I'm not going to drive everybody mad about that. But look, Daniel shows that he's got the power. I think he gave Usyk his toughest fight at heavyweight, and he certainly exposed, I think, a weakness there in around his middle. He struggles a bit taking sometimes shots to the body. And as I say, Daniel has power. But at the end of the fight, a lot of people questioned the way it ended. They questioned about his commitment. And this is a fight where he's got to get out there and he's got to show what he's all about. And that's the challenge for him. And he's up for the challenge. He's in a really good place at the moment. And he's in with an excellent fighter who's had his problems in the past. He's now got his license back, having paid for the problems that he incurred upon himself. He's licensed by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. This is a good fight for him as well. You know, both these guys, I think, are at a level now where they need to put in a performance that's going to be really eye-catching, a performance that's going to move them on to the next level. I've got my views on who I feel will win, and that's why Daniel, we put him into the fight. But I know that Jarrell's got his own opinion on that. But one thing's for sure, this fight is on paper a 50-50 fight. And I think it's going to be probably the most competitive fight on the night. I may be wrong, because there are some great fights on the card, but it's going to be a very, very competitive fight.
Thank you very much, Frank. Let's bring in Dimitri Salita here. Dimitri, you've been banging the drum for Jarrell Miller for a little while now. You've talked about how he's got the skills and the personalities to really become a top heavyweight. But this feels like the toughest fight of his career. Do you agree with that, and do you agree with what Frank said?
Thank you so much. First of all, it's a great honor to be here, and I want to thank all the event organizers. This is a fantastic event, and like Mr. Frank Warren said, this is a crossroads fight. And Jarrell has all the ingredients, the skills, the personality to be a real force in the heavyweight division. And Daniel Dubois, on paper, is Jarrell's toughest opponent, but I believe Jarrell is going to be explosive, impressive, and is going to put himself in position for big fights.
So for you, this is a case of Jarrell Miller putting himself in the shop window for maybe some other guys up here?
Definitely. I think that Jarrell, look at how much interest he's generated this week. There's not have been a lot of heavyweights from Brooklyn, New York, like Mike Tyson, Riddick Bowe, who have the personality and the skills. And I believe with an impressive win, Jarrell puts himself in a picture with the big fights, with Tyson Fury, with Anthony Joshua, with Usyk, with Wilder, etc.
Thank you very much, Dimitri. Now, I've been looking forward to this all week. I'm actually going to come to Daniel Dubois first, because I'm not sure he'd get a word in otherwise. So, Daniel, I'm going to bring you in here. You've talked about how this guy here, Jarrell Miller, is the perfect opponent for you. Now, he is going to weigh 100 pounds more than you. He's going to be calling you names. He's going to be walking you down. Why is he the perfect guy for you to fight?
I only have a few things to say to Jarrell. Yo, big baby. Every baby has a daddy, and I'm gonna beat you like I'm your daddy.
Hey! What's up? I don't know what card they to read that on, but I'm happy you did it. A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3. Daniel Dubois just lost his virginity. Fuck out
Daniel's arrived.
Let's go.
He's here.
Daniel, are you here to knock this guy out on Saturday night?
I'm ready to see him in the ring. I don't do too much talking, but I'm ready for him.
Has he lit a fire in you, calling you all these names, putting up all these posts on social media, coming after you? Has he lit a fire in you?
No, I'm ready to fight. I got a support behind me, and I'm ready to just show up. Show up.
Let's bring in Jarrell Miller. Now, it looks like you've changed Daniel Dubois this week. This is a new guy here. It sounds like he wants to do bad things to you on Saturday. Tell us what you're thinking.
Before I roast him, I want to say, Alhamdulillah, you know, as a newly born Muslim, you know, I'm tired of roasting these guys all week, man. I'm exhausted. I'm just ready to punch them in the face already, you know, and I was like, who am I to roast first? And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give all the fighters grace. You know, I'm going to give AJ grace. And, you know, me and Deontay haven't said no words, so I'm going to give him grace. Otto, everybody give him grace. But I feel like picking at some promoters, you know. You know, Eddie's my guy still, you know. And I always say sometimes he can be a jackass or, you know, a little hypocrite. But, you know, he does pay well and he paid on time compared to the other dickhead at this other side of the table. So with that being said, you know, Eddie, you know I'm still a fan of you. But Frank, thank you, so I'm a fan of you as well, too. Even though you picked the wall, I'm going to cook his ass. Listen, man, Saturday night's going to be a fun night. You know, I'm excited to see the AJ Wallin fight, the Deontay Parker fight. You know, it's not just about myself. I just feel like it's an awesome card to be on, the Bevo fight as well, too. Just tune in Saturday night, man. I'm going to cook this shrimp, the two-time quitter. You know what I'm trying to say?
Spanking, boy.
Two-time quitter. Ain't going to spank shit. Listen.
I'm going to teach you a lesson, boy.
It's so funny.
I'm going to teach you a lesson.
You know, after the Usyk fight, you know, I heard he finally got some vagina. So I'm happy for you. And I applaud you that you know what the gushy feel like. Well, I'm going to make your face mushy come Saturday night. So all you guys, please tune in. And it's going to be amazing. Thank you. Have a good night.
Derek, how can I help you? I can't. What round am I knocking him out? Only God knows. Only God knows.
Hold on, I want Eddie to ask me some questions. I didn't know he took in the hosting job over.
Let's go.
I mean, you took the job from other guy. Ask me some questions, Eddie. You know? I want to go ahead, man.
I don't know. You went a bit quiet earlier when Dubois stuck it on you.
Hey, listen.
Never seen you lost for words,
listen,
mate.
I guess somebody taught him his nursery rhymes last night because that boy came out firing this
I like you. You're my friend, but I'm doing the ring walk with Daniel on Saturday.
Oh, you are?
The Brits are coming.
I hate you. Fish and chips going to get extra fried. Don't worry about it. I ain't worried about that.
Every fight. It's getting boring now. Go on, Dubois.
Listen, we're going to shave that toupee off his head, too. Don't worry, Eddie. Me Eddie should have an exhibition one of these days.
That's all right. We'll see what your engine's like these days. Listen.
Junior, I'm going to come to you. You've been great fun this week. It looks like you've enjoyed it. You seem relaxed. You seem cool. Are you ready for a big fight Saturday night?
Of course. I mean, since we've landed, it's been nothing but a pleasure to be here. You know, this seems like this is where our sport is going. I'm taking it all in. It's been a pleasure since I've been here. It's been hard work to get here, and I just can't wait for Saturday night, man, because I finally get to fight.
And what do you think of Frank Sanchez? I mean, look, he's an unbeaten Cuban. Not a lot of people like to fight unbeaten Cuban heavyweights who are pretty good, but you're taking him on.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, I'm not kidding myself. This guy's a good boxer. He's got good skills. I trust my team. I trust my game plan. I trust myself. I trust that I'm going to get there on the night. I'm going to peak at the right time. I'm going to bring the best version of myself and get him out of there.
Get him out of there?
Well, win by any means necessary.
Oh, I think you sort of half predict a KO there. Not for the first time. You've been in camp with Deontay Wilder. How has that been, and how has that helped you prepare for this fight?
Yeah, with Deontay Wilder, no secret with him. You know, the man hits hard, and you have to be sharp every second that you're in there with him. And that's exactly what I'm planning to do when I'm in there with Frank Sanchez. I need to be sharp every second that I'm in there with him. Keep my wits about me, stick to the game plan, and come away with the win.
Mark Demori, you have the task in front of you of Filip Hrgović. At the launch press conference, you talked about how you're looking to rupture spleens when you get in there. You were pretty graphic with what you said. Tell us what's on your mind heading into this fight just hours away now.
Hrgović is obviously a big favourite. He's a big, strong guy, good long punches, good chin. Every man is human, every man has organs. with my kind of power. Of course, it's simple. I'm not going to win this on points. I'm going to start in fourth gear. The pressure's on him. He's overlooking me. I'd overlook me if I was him too. I'm going to try and break him in half and live by the sword, die by the sword.
Well, I heard that you've been breaking ribs and dropping people with body shots in sparring. It sounds like you are very much ready for this.
Yeah, I've prepared well. Pressure's on him. I have zero pressure. I'm not going to say I enjoy fight week, but I'm prepared. The short camp probably worked in my favour. I didn't have a chance to overtrain or overstress or get sick because I overdid it. The short camp means I'm strong, I'm explosive, and it's a 10-round scheduled fight. I have absolutely no desire to go 10 rounds. I've got arms of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I'm not going to out-jab him. I'm going to get in close and I'm going to try and break him in half. And that's the only way it's going to happen, and that's the way I'm going to try.
Well, listen, Mark, he's got 13 knockouts from his 16 wins. Can you afford to go toe-to-toe with Filip Hrgović?
It's the only chance I have. I'm not here to go rounds. I'm not here to do my best. I'm here to try and break him in half. And if I can't and he knocks me out, good luck to him and his career. Croatia's got a very good fighter in Filip Hrgović. I lived in Croatia 10 years. I know their style. I know how technical they are. I'm very well aware of what I'm up against, but I'm hard to read. I've got a strange style, and in those first few rounds before he finds his timing, that's when I have a chance.
Well, let's bring in Filip Hrgović. Filip, it sounds like you have an opponent here who is very much going to stick it on you from the opening bell. How does that sound to you?
Let's get down to business. Look, I had planned with this guy to let him box few rounds, but because of these nasty words, I will need to punish him earlier. And he has some Croatian roots, and I had planned to be nice with him, but this changed everything, man. I'll need to punish this guy really, really bad, like he stole something. So that's the plan. I would like to say thanks to everyone involved in this event. Thanks to Saudi Arabia, to the Prince, to His Excellency, to all promoters. I'm glad to be part of this. I'm grateful for this opportunity. And with God's help, I'm going for the win on Saturday and looking forward to a lot of big fights in front of me.
Well, let me just give Mark Demora the opportunity to respond there. I mean, he's talked about how your words essentially are going to lead to more of a beating on Saturday night. That is the vibe we're getting from Filip Hrgović. Mark, is there anything you want to look down the table and tell Filip?
I expect him to try and make a big statement. That's what he's here to do. I've been brought in, there's a script. It's completely up to me to try and flip it. He should be trying to knock me out. He should be trying to hurt me. It's not the Soccer World Cup. This is a fight. We're gladiators, and we shake hands and we go for it.
It's personal now.
Savage words from Filip Hrgović. Filip, look, before I move on, I just want to ask you one thing. You have that IBF mandatory position. If you come through on Saturday night, who do you think you will fight for a world title?
I think anyone who I'm gonna fight, I will beat. I don't know, there's many different scenarios. I should fight winner of Fury Usyk fight, but they have a chance to vacate the title, and there's plenty of options. So I don't really know, but whoever's gonna be, I'm gonna win the title next year. With God's help, become a first Croatian world champion in the history. And my career is beginning next year.
Well, before we move on, let me just bring in Frank Warren here. Frank, we've just, I think that's whet the appetite a little bit there. Mark Demora and Filip Hrgović. Filip's in a position where, look, he could have some big nights ahead of him. Give us your thoughts.
Well, like I say, the winner of any of these fights tonight, whoever wins on Saturday, whoever wins these fights, are going to be in the mix for the big title fights. You know, the winner of this fight will be IBF mandatory, and it'll be interesting to see what happens after the big fight on the 17th of February between Tyson and Usyk. We will then see what develops after that. But one thing's for sure, all the fights, including the fight between Mark and Philip, all of them are meaningful fights. They all mean something. It means for the winner a chance to really go on and be involved in some real big dramatic fights here in the kingdom.
Everything seems to move quite quickly in your career. It was 3 amateur fights, I believe, and then suddenly you're a pro. Suddenly you're in that boxer tournament. Suddenly you've got a title. Suddenly you're headlining. Now suddenly you, out of nowhere, you're challenging the main guy in the division. But you've always kept calm. That demeanour, that mentality. How key is all of that in your success?
I don't really know. This is just how I've always been, just calm and collected. I think that's just from my life outside the ring and my journey. But yeah, I just keep my cool and focus on the task ahead, and that's it really.
You told me before that Jai Opetaia wasn't really on your radar actually. You were going like the WBO route. If anything, you were going towards the WBO champion. But he's got to be on your radar now. He has sat just down the table there. What does your radar tell you about Jai Opetaia?
He's a great fighter. You know, like I said, he wasn't on my radar. I was a fan of him, fan of his style when I watched him against Breeders. He's got great footwork, great hand speed. He's game, he can take a shot. He's a great fighter, but he'll definitely be able to test me, and I kind of look forward to that, to be honest.
What's your main advantage on Saturday?
Ooh, I just think my will to win. Obviously, he's going to have the same thing as well, but like that's kind of where my belief is, like my will to win and my self-belief in myself and my skills.
Well, let's bring in the Ring Magazine Cruiserweight Champion, Jai Opetaia. Jai, for you, it's been an eventful week. There's been a lot of going on. You've had situations, political, I guess, situations in boxing, as can happen. But you've kept really, really focused. Every time I've seen you talk, you've had that same mentality. Has it been difficult keeping your mind on this fight on Saturday?
Not at all. You know, I'm pumped. I'm pumped to be here. I feel like this is a massive thing for boxing in itself. You know, shout out to Your Excellency for being the man we need for these fights to happen. You know, putting the politics aside and the best fight the best. You know, this is a massive change. And the name Opetaia will have its print on it. You know what I mean? And I'm here to make a statement.
Well, tell me this. With Ellis Sora here, you talk about how you respect him. There's no doubt that you respect him. You've talked about how actually you see him as the guy that you were. He's in your position. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Definitely, I see him, you know, this is his chance. This is his chance to become a world champion. You know, you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. And here I am. So I'm expecting the best version of him. I've prepared for the best version of him. Man, I'm ready to go to war.
I'm going to start with Ajit Kabayal. Ajit, it feels like a long time ago that you had that win over Derek Chisora, probably the best win of your career so far. You've been linked to big fights with Tyson Fury, with Anthony Joshua, and now you've got this monster in front of you. Tell us what's going on.
First of all, thank you for the opportunity. Yes, I'm ready, you know, but I know maybe 3 months before I fight with AJ, 2 years before I fight with Tyson Fury, yeah, now I fight with Aslanbek. You know, I'm ready for the fight. We train good for the fight. Very, very good training camp for the fight, and yeah, I feel good.
Do you see this as the biggest test of your career?
Yes, of course. Maybe this is my biggest challenge in my career. I respect Aslanbek. He's a good opponent. He's a strong guy, and I think for him it's also the big challenge in his career. And we see on Saturday night.
I saw on your Instagram when you left to come to Riyadh, you put up a team photo, and you said all the hard work is finished now, and now it's all about the fun. But how can it be fun fighting that guy?
Yes, you know, everything guy know me makes a sport. You know, this training camp. This camp is very hard. I have a very good training partner. I have a very good sparring partner. This was very hard, and I think this is only, you know, it's like a joke. This is a fun part.
Listen, a lot of people look at Makhmudov and they see this big, scary guy. And you can see him there, he's got his hood up. I mean, I'm pretty scared looking over. But when you look over at him, what do you see, Ajit?
Yeah, I don't know. We have the same friends. I respect him. You know, we make 80 fights, 80 fight win. No, I'm a sportman. I'm not making a big trash talk. I respect him. And Saturday night we come not too much for the talk. You know, we come only for the fights.
All right, thank you, Ajit. Let's bring in Arslanbek Makhmudov. It's another fight in Riyadh. The people here seem to absolutely love you. Are you going to put on a show on Saturday? Are you ready to put on a big show on Saturday back in Riyadh?
Yes, for sure. First of all, assalamu alaikum, Riyadh. And I want to say thank you very much for this opportunity. Riyadh season and Turkey, Al Sheikh. Yes, of course I'm ready. Of course I'm ready. That's why I'm here. Great opportunity for me. I need kind of this fight. I need this kind of this opponent. I respect him a lot. But Saturday, sorry guys, I go for destroy like usually I do. It's my job.
And what do you think of Kabayao? Can he give you a good test? What do you think?
Exactly, it's top guy. Never lost. Good record. Good boxing skills. That's ready for kind of this opponent. I need this kind of this opponent. Yes.
Well, nobody has been able to beat him yet. What makes you think you can? What makes you different?
We'll see Saturday with a difference. Of course, a difference. I'm here for win. For that, that's my big difference. Yes.
Let me ask you one final thing, Arslanbek. I watched an interview with you the other day. You said if you lock any heavyweight in a room with me, it's only going to be you that walks out of that room. You truly believe you are the best heavyweight on the planet?
No, I said if somebody close me with some any heavyweight in one room, not just boxing. I said, just like I don't think so. Somebody can survive with me.
All right.
Yeah.
Terrifying, absolutely terrifying. Thank you so much,
It's a good message, yeah.
Thank you, Arslanbek Makhmudov. Thank you to everyone up here at the top table. We're going to get we're going to get some face-offs. We're going to get a group photo down the front here as well.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Hub TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Hub TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.